evening, ladies and gentlemen. Blake Veakin getting the night started off right. Look at the parking job by Blake. Somebody may need to get the tow truck out there, or I don't know, a helicopter. You'll never see a broadcast start like this ever again. I can guarantee you that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. The Nowski Nation returns here tonight, and look at what we got. The 1987 cars are here. It's time to go old school. These cars are before restrictor plates, 200 plus miles an hour. They have to let off in the turns. They've got to get the car settled. They have to really work it here. And honestly, I've been looking forward to this since the moment they announced. Hey, Tina, good evening. I've been looking forward to this series since the moment they announced that they were going to 87s. This is back from when I started watching NASCAR, and they have some old school paint schemes out here. The old Tide car. Good old number 3 Goodrich Chevrolet. The old Miller genuine draft car as well. It is just going to be a trip down memory lane here tonight. I even told the guys, hey, Blake Veakin saying he's invincible, by the way. With that, we'll see how that plays out. I even told the guys I may lose track of what I'm doing tonight just watching this and having this trip down memory lane for me. Tonight and this whole series is brought to us by McDaniel's Home Repair. And you know what? Let's talk to the man in charge of that. Let's see if we can get a word with Ryan McDaniel. Hey, Ryan, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Doug. How's it going?
Hey, man, going good. So, a new series, and obviously you're the sponsor, but before we get to that, first off, love the paint scheme, and second, it's looking like this might get a little wild out here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as we can get past the first couple corners, I think we'll be all right.
It's definitely been a wild one, and McDaniel's Home Repair coming on board to sponsor this season. Man, that is awesome. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we do a little bit of everything, honestly. We do plumbing, electrical, custom bathrooms, drywall, finish work, you name it, we do it. Try to stay away from roofs. I do them, but I try not to.
Yeah, I can completely understand that. Do you, so I may have to talk to you about coming to Eastern Oklahoma. I got some stuff I just can't do anymore, but...
you know, honestly, with that, I think we'll be heading that way here in the springtime. So... there is a possibility we head out that way. We can link up and take care of it.
Man, that'd be awesome. Now, what area do you normally cover for the fans at home?
Any part, basically from the border of Michigan to up by Grand Rapids area. I mean, I've went as far as Traverse City.
So covering quite a bit of ground, and I know you're going to hate me for saying this, but your wreck avoidance so far has been really good.
Yeah, thanks. I noticed that as I missed them all so far while I'm talking to you.
So what you're saying is you want me to talk to you for the whole race?
Oh, no. Yeah, probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Probably not. Man, thank you so much for sponsoring, and let's hope this season goes a lot better. I know last season was a bit rough. Hopefully the luck turns around in these cars for you.
Oh, yeah, man. It's going to be fun. It's a great group of guys, man. deserves it. So able to throw a little bit out there for top few at the end of the season, and just kind of put it out there and have some fun.
Well, man, good luck tonight. Good luck this season, and looking forward to talking to you some more, buddy.
All right, thanks, brother.
Ryan McDaniel's a series sponsor, rolling off as they get ready for a pit party here. We are at Daytona, which, as you know, that does mean a possibility. It's more than a possibility for a big one here tonight. We've seen a few of them in practice. Here they come down toward the start-finish line, firing off. Getting some last-minute practice in here in the draft, and as I said, we'll be looking at speeds throughout the night. These cars easily doing over 200 miles an hour. But as you can see, these cars heavily affected by the air, and they do not have a lot of grip. This is back. Here we go. We've got one in the air. These cars majorly affected by the air around them. The draft is going to be huge here, and they are not going to be packed up. So, holy cow, Pudge! Look out! And yes, these cars, they hit hard. They go flying when you're doing 200 miles an hour. It gets a bit crazy. Well, speaking of Pudge, let's see if we can get a quick word. Hey, Pudge, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, Doug, what's up, buddy?
Hey, obviously, you hit that pile up a minute ago pretty hard. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Thank God I don't have a motion rig, because I probably would have already quit tonight.
It has been a wild practice, but I know some stipulations put in place this season to help get some cleaner racing. But these 87s, man, they are a handful. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It is, and I just going to be straight up. I mean, over half the guys, they haven't ran these that much, so this whole season is going to be a learning curve for a lot of the guys, and to try to bring the cleaner racing, with the points deductions, drive-through penalties, hopefully, and the no faster pairs for most of the races except for 3. Hopefully, it's going to be a good one, but I just hope these guys get better overall and make better drivers out of them.
Well, it definitely has, and we've seen over the last couple of seasons definitely some tricky cars to drive. There's been a ton of improvement, so obviously you guys are doing something right to keep getting better, faster, and cleaner.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's a few of these guys I know for a fact, just from them being with us for about a year, it's just the difference they've made and how much faster they are competing for the wins now. And just super proud of these guys to keep on coming out here and showing out, and that we were able to keep a good solid group of guys, almost 30 guys a season. So, but I couldn't be more happier, and appreciate you broadcasting for us.
My pleasure, buddy. Good luck tonight. Hopefully we see you back in victory lane tonight.
Yes, sir. We're going to need the luck. Thank you, Doug.
Pudge out there currently. It doesn't matter a whole heck of a lot right now in practice. Currently 11th fastest with 2 minutes left to go in practice, so you guys have just enough time to run to the snack bar, get some food, get some drink while you're standing in line. Make sure you hit like, follow, subscribe, and most importantly, hit that share button. Invite your friends and family. Still some room in the stands. Not a lot, though. The stands are filling up quickly. It is Daytona after all. Got some names you'll recognize from other places. Obviously, a lot of the usual names are here, but so is Edmund Jones of Jones BS Racing is here tonight. Jacob Morgan, all the Nowski guys are back. Richie Joplin currently fastest on track in that 89 car, and some of these drivers will have a different number this season than what we saw last season due to the old school paint schemes. Guys mixing it up just a little bit. Although, I have to say, DP Riggins missed a trick here. Driving the number 57, he should have been driving a Days of Thunder paint scheme. What were you thinking, DP? Get yourself together for next week, buddy. Looks like we do have one Superflow Chevy out on track, though, driven by Clay Kirchenbauer, the defending champion. Let's see if we can make him wreck. Hey, Clay, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, how's it going?
Hey, going good. Obviously coming in here as the defending champ. How are you feeling tonight?
Feeling good, Doug. I love these cars, and really requires a lot of... I can't talk and drive at the same time. Really requires a lot of concentration and precision. So, two things that I don't have a lot of. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I'm excited to get going again.
Man, last season was a wild season for you. You finally get to victory lane and get that title, man. Can you do it again here?
I think so. I think I'm going to need to win a couple races. You know, vacations are coming up. I know I'm going to miss at least 2 races this season, and there's no drop races. So that's going to hurt me. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely, I think winning is going to be at a premium.
Well, man, good luck tonight. This is obviously going to be something new, something exciting, and a whole heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm hoping you don't say my name too much until the end here. Stay out of trouble.
We'll see what we can do. Good luck, Clay.
Appreciate it.
Clay Kirchenbauer, the defending champ, is Blake Viken out on his qualifying run. Here comes Patrick Pieper. Jeffrey Goodpaster also out on his qualifying run. Joshua Friel rolls off pit road as numerous cars sitting at the end of pit road. If you have a favorite driver in the field, don't forget to drop in the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for. And let Blake Viken know that you're disappointed that he cannot figure out a way to wreck that 87 car into a wall and total it. Blake said every time he has tried to pull the same stunt he's done the last couple seasons, the car just hits so fast and so hard it bounces back out. We'll see what kind of craziness Blake can come up with to entertain us at the end of qualifying. Jeremy Edwards in the Tide car rolls off pit road. Jeffrey Goodpaster out on his qualifying run, and Justin Swafford rolls out. In the Kraft cheese car. Colby Whipple starts his roll off pit road. "29 cars in the field tonight, and as you heard Pudge mention, these guys tonight have 2 fast repairs, but when they go to Wilkesboro next week, guess what? No fast repairs at all. The only 3 races this season will the drivers have fast repairs: Daytona, Talladega, and Darlington. And what about this season's schedule? Daytona tonight, North Wilkesboro next week, then Myrtle Beach, Michigan, Bristol Dirt, Nashville Fairgrounds, Dover, Charlotte for the All-Star race, Darlington, Sonoma, Legacy Atlanta, Milwaukee Mile, Indy, Bristol Asphalt, Talladega, and the final race in Martinsville. Plus a slight change to the point system this season, just straight up points. Consistency could be huge. Richie Joplin out on his qualifying run now. Russell Worth also rolling out. Blake has found his way into the grass and looks like he is missing the whole front end of the car. Let's just see if we can see what Blake has been up to. Looks like Blake was trying to tow. Wow, what a hard hit. Lost the left front. But don't worry, folks, I will not sing Darrell Waltrip's Loose Wheel song. Lonnie Roberts rolling out in the Hardy's car. Brandon Newby coming out, going old school Dale here. Some of us actually remember watching that car live on TV, and that's, I'm not sure how I should feel about that, to be perfectly honest. Edmund Jones is out here tonight. Where's the Jones BS Racing folks cheering him on? Swafford currently third fastest. Last season, the legacy cars were running around here in about 48 to 50 seconds. Jeffrey Goodpaster under 44. These boys are going to be flying tonight. Lance Sponberg rolls off in a Holly Carb car. Paulo Anacito also here, noticing all the people dropping in. Mark Dantuma out here cheering on Richie Joplin. How's it going tonight, Mark? Tina, as always, cheering on Ryan McDaniel. And again, huge shout out to McDaniel Home Repair for all their help and sponsoring this season. What in the world is Newbie? Newbie's trying to top Viken, I think. Robbie Allers now out on his qualifying run. Benjamin Coleman, a new driver this season, out on his qualifying run. Here goes Paulo Anacito in the Miller car. Hey, Kevin, how's it going tonight, buddy? Ryan McDaniel in the McDaniel Home Repair car tonight. McDaniel hoping to break the bad luck streak from last season here this season. Every time he had a good run, everything fell apart late in the race, hoping to turn it around. Brian Hewitt rolls off in an old school Taco Bell paint scheme. I mean, that is the old school Taco Bell logos. Man, hope you get to feeling better, Kevin, and see you soon. Mike Brown rolls off for his qualifying run. And Pudge out on track for his. Brian, whoa, Ryan, hold on. Wow. Man, that got close, and Ryan, let's see Ryan's pit road entry here. Grass, wall. Just for a minute there, I thought he was going to get into the cars that were sitting on pit road. Patrick, I have to agree this will definitely be interesting. And Mark, yeah, me too, buddy. Richie saying this is going to be interesting. Yes, indeed it is. Blake Veakin back. Blake is headed to the... Blake is trying to entertain us, folks. Blake has gone full turtle here. Gonna make a quick adjustment, but I'm gonna keep talking to you. Just realized something I need to do here real quick, but there we go. Told you I'd be quick. And we got better cameras now, too. Had to rearrange the camera crew here. Blake said he found a hole in the ground. I don't... Jacob Morgan is out on track. And yep, that is exactly what you think it is on the side of Jacob's car. DP Riggins rolls out. Man, these cars are sketchy out here tonight. Jeremy Edwards out on track now as well. Another tied car. Oh crap, Edmund Jones is qualified third at the moment. Somebody give him an EOL. This will not be good. Matt Booth rolling off for his qualifying run in the old school Haviland car. Jeff Sheldon rolls off on his qualifying run. And Jeff, I have to give you credit on the name tonight, buddy, because it almost caught me. Blake still in turtle mode. "20 of the drivers have qualified as Joshua Friel rolls out to qualify now. 30 drivers in the field here at Daytona. Man, this is going to get a bit wild. Russell, I have to agree, this is definitely going to be fun. There you go, Tina. It should. Ryan completed his laps, but did not score a time. Looks like he might have clipped the grass or hit the wall. Well, we know he hit the wall. Clay Kirchenbauer, the defending champ, is out on his qualifying run. Jarrett Woodard in the old school Kodiak car. Aaron Brill out for his qualifying run. Tyler Ott now rolls out for qualifying. I am honestly surprised. 23 cars have completed and scored a lap. Usually at Daytona and Talladega, about half the field does not qualify. 25 cars have completed qualifying. 2 cars still out trying to qualify. Colby Whipple has found his way to Blake Viken to try and help him out a little bit. Looks like I thought Ryan was going to go back out and reattempt to qualify. He's just getting his practice donuts in, Tina. Apparently, he has got this one locked up. Looks like Jeremy Baker in the 76 Unical car is going to roll off for qualifying, leaving only Darren Silva to have not qualified here. Oh, getting word that Colby Whipple was trying to blow exhaust into Blake Viken's car. Apparently, Whipple's a little bit worried about Viken here. "29 cars of the 30-car field have attempted to qualify. 30 cars doing over 200 miles an hour. What could possibly go wrong?" Currently, Jeffrey Goodpaster sits at the top of the board. Don't forget, next week we're going to be at North Wilkesboro. Man, I am looking forward to that. One of my favorite tracks. I remember sitting at home watching Jeff Gordon win the final race there. That was an awesome night. And I slightly became a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan when he got it scanned for iRacing. Looks like Ryan has completed his donuts for the time being. Blake's still upside down. Who in the world knows what Colby's doing right now? Jeremy Baker completing his qualifying run. No, Ryan, I stand corrected, was not done doing donuts. Just under 2 minutes left to go with everybody completing qualifying. I'm willing to bet they advance here any moment. If you haven't got to the snack bar, it's your last chance. You're not going to want to miss a single moment of tonight. 30 cars with 650 horsepower. Top speed, they max out at 235 miles an hour. Yet nothing could possibly go wrong here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment I have been waiting for a very long time, the first ever HTSAI broadcast of the 1987 Cup Cars with Jeffrey Goodpaster and Jeremy Edwards on the front row. Richie Joplin and somehow Edmund Jones on the second row. Paulo Anacito and Pudge have the third row. DP Riggins, Jacob Morgan on the fourth row. Matt Booth and Aaron Brill round out your top 10. Brandon Newby in 11th. Benjamin Coleman in 12th. Russell Worth 13th. Justin Swafford in 14th. Mike Brown 15th. Patrick Pieper starts in 16th. Colby Whipple in 17th. Lance Sponberg 18th. Blake Viken in 19th. And Jeff Sheldon starts in 20th. Great try, Jeff. Brian Hewitt starts 21st. Jared Woodard starts 22nd. Robbie Allers in 23rd. Jeremy Baker starts in 24th. Clay Kirchenbauer, defending champ, starts 25th. Lonnie Roberts 26th. Joshua Friel, Tyler Ott, Darren Silva, and Ryan McDaniel round out a 30-car season opener. Holy cow, this is going to be fun. Let's get some predictions in the comments. How many laps can these guys go before we see the first caution? Based on what we saw in practice, it is definitely going to be a very wild race tonight. Looks like they are going to delay the green Tina. I think you could be very, very close. These cars are definitely a handful, especially when you get up over 200 miles an hour. The drivers can actually feel when somebody pulls up to their back bumper, that back end starts twitching around. They can feel the air come off the nose when they get in the draft. They are having to work the throttle and the wheel to turn the car to keep the car going in the right direction. Pace car will lead them around one more time. Gotta love the fact that the first race of the season, the first race of the 87 season, is an 87 lap race. Lights are out on the pace car. Everybody's stacked up and ready to go. Track temperature currently 99 degrees. We'll keep an eye on it throughout the race because that's going to come up as they turn laps here. Although this legacy version of Daytona, the temperatures do not swing nearly as much as the current version with the new asphalt. It's definitely going to be beneficial to the drivers. And as they lay down rubber, who knows which line is going to be faster. 66 degrees the air temperature, 2-mile-an-hour wind. And even in Florida, somehow, no humidity. All right, folks, pace car getting ready to drop in. Who's ready to go back to 1987 at Daytona? Down out of turn 4, pace car gets ready. Pace car is in. Jeffrey Goodpaster's gonna lead them down. Green flag is in the air there, down and away in 1987 at Daytona. 1 and 2, these guys have to be very careful. These tires low on air. Gotta get some heat built up, but these cars are never, ever settled out on track. The drivers around you can mess with the air and cause you problems. Too wide all the way down the back straightaway. Jeremy Edwards looks for the lead. A lot of guys getting a little loose. Oh, we've got one in the wall. Big bubble. He saves it. And Edwards leads lap 1 at Daytona. That is a bold, bold call, Kevin. Edmund Curley sitting in 3rd place. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Car's about to full speed now. Edwards in the lead. Goodpaster tucked in 2nd place. You'll notice the pack will spread out. They're not going to be tucked up like we see with the cars that have restrictor plates on them. Remember, this was the year before Bill Elliott broke the record. And they went to restrictor plates in 1988. So this is the fastest the Cup cars have ever been. And Justin Swafford just set a fast lap of 43.11. Anybody curious how fast they're going? Let's find out. 200. Well, it was 218 down the straightaway. 202 through the turn. Justin Swafford currently making his way up in 5th. DP in 6th. Matt Booth in 7th, 216 as he went off into turn 1. Booth likely getting the most draft here. Let's see what he does down the back straightaway as everybody's coming up to speed. .216 was the fastest that we saw there. And Tina, we were both wrong. Wow, 3 wide. We've got guys making gutsy moves here. Jeff Sheldon is going off track. Oh, we got cars loose out of 4. Robbie Allers' crash caution is out. Our first caution of the night on lap 4. Allers just nowhere to go. He almost squeezed straight up the middle. Colby Whipple. Wow, Colby was way out of shape. See what happened with Blake Veeken here. Oh, they clipped the apron. That is fatal in an 87. Hard hit by Blake. Jeremy Edwards continues to lead. Jeffrey Goodpaster in 2nd. Paulo Inesito in 3rd. Justin Swafford up 10 spots now into 14th. Into 4th. Edmund Jones in 5th. Matt Booth in 6th. Jacob Morgan 7th. DP Riggins in 8th. Patrick Pieper in 9th. Russell Worth in 10th. Justin Swafford has just been cutting his way through the field. Doesn't look like anybody. Well, we've got a couple of cars coming in. Edmund Jones is in. Jeff Sheldon, Jeremy Baker, both on pit road. And let's see if we can get a word with fourth place, Justin Swafford. Hey, Justin, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, what's happening?
Hey, dude, you are just on a mission here tonight, cutting through the field like crazy already.
Yeah, man, I love this kind of race. This old school, you could just turn it and burn it.
Well, it is definitely paying off for you. Some great moves coming through the field, a couple of risky ones as well.
Yeah, a couple of them, but goal is to get up front and kind of stay in front. Up here, hopefully we can stay in front of the chaos that's happening behind us, so that's the plan, is to stick up here.
Man, there was a little bit of chaos there, but this race obviously starting a lot better than I think most of you guys suspected. Do you expect some long green flag runs here tonight?
I'm really hoping so. It's going to definitely get interesting because I don't know if anybody practiced green flag pit stops, so these cars do not stop, and that's going to be very interesting if we don't have a caution to stop under.
Yeah, speeding penalties galore, I can tell you.
I definitely agree with that.
Well, man, good luck. A great run so far, and hopefully you can make it back to the front.
Thanks, Doug. Welcome back.
Justin Swafford up 10 spots into fourth. Jeremy Edwards took the lead very early on and has not relinquished it yet. And these old school cars, old school paint schemes, man, this is a thing of beauty. Except for DP Riggins, who's in the 57 car and not running a Days of Thunder paint scheme. DP, let's just talk to him about it. Hey, DP, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. How's it going?
Hey, good, man, except for a small problem I noticed early on in this thing. You do realize you're in a 57 car and not running a Days of Thunder paint scheme.
I do know that. I got one coming up for the season. I just didn't have time to change it over before the race.
Well, you better, man, because while that car looks awesome, you kind of have a moral obligation there.
Yeah, it does.
You've held on up here in 7th place so far tonight and been able to stay out of trouble. Can you stay out of trouble all night?
I hope so. I guess that's all I can do at this point.
It has been a little bit chaotic out there, and obviously the cars do not have a whole lot of grip.
Oh yeah, they get to a point where you think you can get back in it, and you get tight getting off, or you'll get tight turning in. You just gotta watch yourself in the draft and make sure you hit your points.
Well, buddy, good luck here.
Thank you.
DP, single file restart, it looks like. I do believe, yep, pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. There is no restart zone. Jeremy fires, and here they can take advantage of the restart and pull away and open up a gap. Look at this, DP trying to make some moves up on the high side. Russell Worth fighting his way forward. Wow, Russell is dead. Whoa, there is a bump in the middle of 1 and 2, and you saw the front of Russell's car just bounce up, or through 3 and 4 rather, and the front of his car just bounces up like crazy. There's a couple of places this track is not smooth, and there are a couple of places that will really unsettle the car. Jeffrey Goodpaster has the lead, but Swafford's coming for it. Swafford getting a push from Jeremy Edwards and takes the lead. Goodpaster drops to third, and out of nowhere, Patrick Pieper up to fourth, and it is getting tight back behind. Newbie Jacob Morgan, everybody back there. It was so close coming off turn 4. Jeremy Edwards has gotten himself back to the lead. Jeffrey Goodpaster in second, and this is why it is hard to keep track of what's going on. These guys are moving everywhere. Swafford back to the bottom with some help from behind. Oh! Hold on to her, Matt Booth. What a save! Matt gets it back down before the pack gets there. He's going to lose a ton of ground, but man, what a save by Matt Booth to not cause a caution. Hey, Richie, how's it going, buddy? These guys early in the race here still not afraid to go 3 wide. The lead pack starting to pull a little bit of a gap. Newbie pulls up into it in 7th. Jacob Morgan in 8th, closing in. Paulo Anacito now in 9th. Aaron Brill in 10th. DP losing some ground here into 11th. Richie Joplin in 12th. Russell Wirtz in 13th. Colby Whipple 14th. Jared Woodard in... Whoa! Jeff Sheldon. Oh, Jeff got a bump through the tri-oval. Hold on to her, Jeff. Hold on to her. Man. That was a hard lick for Jeff Sheldon. Oh, we've got some cars down on pit road. Things are getting busy. See if we can see what happened just a moment ago. This is insane racing going on here. A little bumping and off the wall. Goodpaster goes around. See if we can get a different angle on Jeffrey Goodpaster here. Jarrett Woodard had a problem a few moments later. Looks like he may have been right behind this. Woodard loose off turn 4. He goes sliding. We've got a lot of cars. Action is not. Caution is out. Looks like Jared Woodard had got the car back onto track. Oh, that is exiting pit road. You heard it talked about earlier. Pit road here is brutal. Blake Viken also had to come down pit road after spinning. And I'm betting we're going to see a lot more cars on pit road this time. Ryan McDaniel on the move, up 12 spots into 18th. Tyler Ott up 13 spots into 15th. Clay Kirchenbauer now up 13 spots into 12th. Mike Brown quietly making his way up to 4th, up 11 spots. And of course, Swafford up 12 spots into 2nd. These guys thinking 25 to 30 laps on a tank of fuel. Caution laps will extend that run. And it looks like they are all coming in. I'm willing to bet the cars are sliding so much, they are already begging for tires. After just 16 laps. Edwards hits his pit stall first. Several cars staying out. They are trying to get themselves back to the lead lap. Several of these have already been on pit road. Jeremy Edwards makes it off pit road first. Swafford comes back off in second. Brown in third. Pudge picks up a lot of ground here. Pudge now up to third. Jacob Morgan a fourth. Mike Brown fifth. Aaron Brill, Brandon Newby, DP Riggins, Richie Joplin, and Paulo Inesito rounding out the field. Let's see if we can get a hold of Jeremy Edwards. Hey, Jeremy, it's Doug. You got me? Hey, looks like your strategy is paying off so far. Led the most laps and kept that car out of trouble, more importantly.
Yeah, it's obviously early in the race, but these cars are pretty fun. I don't race them very often, but they're pretty handful. They push super hard coming off the corner if you're behind someone, so you'll see a lot of people get in the wall. So I'm trying to not stay behind anyone.
And it does seem like getting into the corners, man, these things are loose all the time.
Yes, they are. They are a handful. So I wouldn't be surprised to see people losing it when we get a long run going on here.
Well, man, it has been a wild race so far. Every time somebody's gotten past you a lap later, you're back in the lead. Obviously, you got some speed here tonight. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
Jeremy Edwards currently sits in the lead. Good evening, JR. How's it going? Hey, Aaron. Yep, I have told them repeatedly. Old school rules here tonight. Lap cars down to the inside line. Lead lap cars single file on the outside. Ah, the glory days of NASCAR. This is the kind of racing right here, folks, that made NASCAR huge. Looks like some of the drivers are aiming for the cameras. I would love to see the 70s Camaros back, Aaron. Here we go. Green back in the air. Mike Brown trying to make his way forward. Swafford up on the high side, trying to get to second. Oh, a lot of bobbling as they come up to speed. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. And man, that is a beautiful sight, folks. McDaniel clears some traffic now in 15th, and in the draft, he's going to have a huge run when he pulls up. Joshua Friel making a move here. Down to the bottom. Coming by Sponberg. Turn 4 has been the biggest problem for most of these drivers tonight, but if you hadn't noticed, there is a big patch coming into turn 1 that can really upset the cars. They are 3 wide up at the front as they battle for the top spot. Mike Brown wisely backing out of that one. Holy cow, we've got one spinning off turn 4. Jeff Sheldon and Newbie involved. Caution. Oh, Jeff just gets the wall hard. Comes down and collects Newbie, and Newbie, wow. Newbie went for a ride in the 3 car. Newbie ended up having to tow to pit road. He is going to be sent back here. Kevin, I couldn't agree more. This was and is what racing should be. An unrestricted V8, no computers, no technology, no digital displays. Just a driver with a car that has no grip, no downforce, their right foot, and a steering wheel to control a race car. Definitely is. Most of the drivers were on pit road under the last caution just a few laps ago. Only expect to see a couple of drivers in this time. Jeremy Baker, Darren Silva, Jeff Sheldon, Jarrett Woodard, and Brandon Newby all on pit road. And against my better judgment, we're going to try and get an interview with the driver of the 3 car who went for the wildest ride of the night so far. Hey, Newbie, it's Doug. You got me?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy, are you okay? That looked a little rough.
A little dizzy.
You definitely went for a tumble, a spin, a barrel roll, and a few other moves that I could not pinpoint. But can you get, I mean, obviously cautions, you got a chance, but you have to race to get your lap back here tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna race. I might end up on my lid again, but I'm gonna race them.
Do you think that car and that number is going to give you an advantage here?
No, we're not running the 90s or 98 yet, so probably not.
Well, man, it has been a wild race so far, and glad you're back out on track. That was one heck of a crazy wreck, buddy.
Hey, I mean, I might as well start it off with the bang, right?
Hey, dang right, man. Good luck. I hope to see you battling for the win before this is over, buddy.
I'm going to try like hell, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, Brandon Newby still in good spirits here. That was one heck of a ride. Hey, Carl, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Appreciate the follow, too. Hope you're enjoying the race. This thing is going to get even more wild. Newbie pulls up to the inside. Jarrett Woodard trying to catch up. Robbie Allers also starts on the inside. Both of these drivers a lap down. Jarrett Woodard, if he catches up, will be allowed to get down to the inside. They do not have waiver rounds or lucky dogs. Only 2 ways to get your lap back. If 1 to go, you are in front of the leaders on track, you'll get waved around the pace car, or you can do it the old-fashioned way. Race your way around. Man, I don't know about you guys. I'm having a ton of fun up here. This is going to be a great, great season. Don't forget, next Wednesday, North Wilkesboro. Here we go. Pace car in. Green is in the air. Jeffrey Goodpaster had a problem on the start. No caution. Oh, Goodpaster got right to the back of the field, but was coming at full chat. He did get the car rolling again and got out of the racing line. Edwards, Swafford, and Pudge now trying to get by the lap cars. I think Newby and Woodard are going to have, and Sheldon and Allers, they're going to have something to say about this. If I get a chance to interview Newby again, Carl, I will tell him. And just for the record, Carl, I did get onto the driver of the 57 for not having a Days of Thunder paint scheme on his car here. Edwards has the lead, and you see the bump through turn 2. Remember, this is the older version of Daytona, so not smoothed out, no new tarmac. They're sending it, and Swafford sends it to the lead. Pudge right behind him, trying to get that number 7 back up front. Caution is out. Matt Booth and Lance Sponberg involved. Oh, Edmund Jones got turned, and anarchy. Booth gets caught, and wow. Try and see how this whole thing started. Wow, Edmund went for one heck of a ride up there. See if we got a replay on Edmund here. Oh, Edmund was already loose after hitting a bump. The 38 just barely tapped him, but these cars are not stable. They don't have any grip. Jarrett Woodard gets caught up in it as well. Jarrett trying to get slowed up to avoid it. Does he make it? Oh, Jarrett. Wow. How did Jarrett keep that car out of the fence? Man, what a save by Woodard. What in the world? And then Woodard loses it under caution, and I think he might have lost a wheel. Does not appear the car is down. I think he lost a body panel or something. But man, what a hit. And a lot of the middle of the field is in. Edmund Jones, obviously, Patrick Pieper, Blake Veek, and Lance Sponberg, Jeremy Baker, all on pit road. Mike Brown now up in the 4th, Morgan into 5th, and Tyler Ott, the biggest mover so far, up 18 spots. Second biggest mover, Tina's going to like, up 16 spots into 14th, is Ryan McDaniel. Let's see if we can get a word with Tyler Ott. Hey, Tyler, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, really important question. You've made up 18 spots so far. You got another 9 in you?
I'm sure going to try. I'm just going to take it easy and get in them when I can, or if they're spinning the grass, or if I can pass them.
Well, it looks like taking it easy and playing it safe is paying off for you so far. At what point tonight do you think you've got to crank it up a bit?
Probably not until I'm in the top 3. I mean, it doesn't really pay to push until I get up there.
This is definitely true, man. These cars, obviously a lot of fun. It seems like you're one of the drivers that's not having any major handling issues here, whereas we're seeing a lot of guys pushing off and getting loose on corner entry.
Yeah, I'm just taking it so easy that my car's handling great. I'm just going to keep going.
Well, man, a great run so far. Keep up the good work and good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Tyler Ott started in 28th, now in the top 10 as the lights go out on the pace car. Robert chiming in, and I apologize, Robert. I have failed. Today is Richie Joplin's 137th birthday of 2023. There you go. I can find info quickly. Yeah, you are right, Carl. There is a Superflow car in the field tonight. Pace car lights are out. We're getting ready to go back to racing, and Jeremy Edwards in the lead again. Here we go, green back in the air. And that inside line's got some momentum. Can the lap cars get back? But the leader gets a big push from Justin Swafford. Top 3 get a little breathing room for the moment. Mike Brown back and forth, jumps down to the bottom line, trying to use the momentum off the lap cars. Holy cow, Mike Brown is going to make a move to the bottom. He's going to go 3 wide. Can't get there in time to get 3 wide. One heck of a run into the turn. Jacob Morgan right behind, and you see how much these cars are bouncing. Whipple in the Superflow car at the back. You know what? Let's take a lap. We do actually have a camera on the nose of Colby Whipple's car. And look at how much these things bounce around this bumpy old track. Down the back straightaway, coming up to speed. 219, 220. They have to get out of the throttle, even brush their foot over the brake a little bit. 200 miles an hour through the car, through the corner. Holy cow! Wow, what a move by Whipple. Caution is back out. Joshua Friel, Russell Worth, Lonnie Roberts, Ryan McDaniel, all involved. Oh, ouch. Ryan McDaniel got clipped in the right rear, turned him straight up into the wall. The car on the outside, extremely loose. That is the 26 up on the high side. McDaniel comes down, clips Friel, and Friel goes around. Lonnie Roberts also catching a piece of it. That's Lonnie in the 26. Let's see if we can find where this whole mess started. We'll just back up the replay. Lonnie tries to get by. Oh, I think he might have gotten a run and kissed Ryan. Oh, what a hard hit. And several casualties, the 99, the 77, both involved. Russell Worth being one of them. Russell in the 77, heavy damage. Man, Carl, I used to have a matchbox of both of the cars, or all three of the main cars, and I wish I'd held on to them. And the leader is coming in. Justin Swafford is going to stay out. A mix of cars this time on pit road. Jeremy Edwards, Pudge, Jacob Morgan, Paulo Inesito, Clay Kirchenbauer, Aaron Brill, Darren Silver, Ryan McDaniel, Brandon Newby, Jeffrey Goodpaster, Jeremy Baker, and Lance Spawnberg all on pit road. Yeah, Robert, I occasionally get the right wording, buddy. Carl, I am very jealous, buddy. I'm gonna have to make Angie, if you're watching, we're watching Days of Thunder this weekend. Just saying. She's obviously watching. I heard her from the other end of the house. Justin Swafford claims the lead. Mike Brown down to second. Big mover Tyler Ott up into fifth. Joshua Friel, despite being caught up in that mess, currently in eighth. Edmund Jones has made his way back to ninth. Benjamin Coleman cracking the top 10. And Blake Viken is coming back up into the fight. Blake now up into 11th. And from 13th on back, Pudge sitting in 13th. They're on fresh tires. Yeah, Kevin, I did get corrected there. Hey, thank you, Carl. Really appreciate it, buddy. Lights are out. Justin Swafford will lead them down. Waiting to see which lap cars come up. Looks like Robbie Allers, Jarrett Woodard, and Brian Hewitt are the lap cars at the moment. Russell Worth still on pit road. Something has happened to Robbie Allers. He was racing his way back around to get back to that inside line up front. Oh, he had to get hard on the brakes, caught the pack a little quicker than he expected. Carl, I'm going to have to look that up. It sounds kind of familiar. Yes, Kenny Rogers played Brewster Baker. Yes, I do remember that. Kevin just watched it over the weekend. Looks like they delayed the green by 1 lap after the incident with Allers. Everybody getting squared away. Allers has got up front. Jarrett Woodard, Russell Worth is up front too, as is Brian Hewitt. Those drivers trying to get 1 or more laps back. And as we mentioned, they got to do this the old-fashioned way. Plus, this season, they are running old-fashioned points. No playoff points, no bonuses, no surprises. Everybody is just running straight up. So consistency this season is going to be huge. Robert, I'm sure somebody's going to try before the end of the night. Heck, we get late enough into this one, I'll tell somebody to do it. Swafford is going to lead him down. Leader on the outside, lap cars to the inside, pace car in. Green flag in the air. Jarrett Woodard has a problem. Oh, he has to check up big time. Accordion effect at the back of the pack. Swafford leading. Richie Joplin now up into third. Mike Brown in second. DP now up to fourth, and they've got a gap on Tyler Ott. Patrick Pieper, Colby Whipple, Joshua Friel. Swafford continues to lead, but Richie Joplin is trying to make it happen. Richie to the front. Mike Brown gives him the push. Swafford now down to the bottom. And it gets tied off 4. We've got one in the wall. It's Russell Worth. Now 1 off in the grass. Edmund Jones. Caution. Oh, Edmonds had to slide down to avoid the chaos. Edmonds slid down but got trapped between 2 cars, and Anarchy breaks out. Wow. Several cars involved in this one. Edmund Jones, obviously Clay Kirchenbauer went off track during this mess. Clay in the Superflow. Holy cow, Clay. What a save. The defending champ just avoided everything. Darren Silva trying to get clear. Almost gets the nose clipped. Darren Silva might have been the luckiest driver out there. And they kept wrecking for a while. Matt Booth up there going for a spin, literally. Obviously Russell Worth, and I do believe Jeff Sheldon may have gotten caught. Yep. Jeff has 0 luck here tonight. And getting word we need to watch Clay's in-car even after watching it. So let's see. Looks like we may have clipped. Oh, there we go. Edmund, holy cow, Clay. I did get word pre-race Clay does wear a brown racing suit, probably coming in handy right about now. You're definitely right, Kevin. Two or three cars working well together, they can go pretty quick and make a breakaway here. Carl, you're probably right. Clay, you got Harry Hogg up there calling the race for you? Aaron, anarchy. I'm just going to say the 19 had some anarchy on the restart. These cars, things are happening so fast. These drivers' reaction times are insane. We saw earlier 220 miles an hour down the straightaway. If something goes wrong, you don't even have a full breath to figure out what to do. You just have to react and hope it's the right reaction. Several cars on pit road. Edmund Jones, Benjamin Coleman, Darren Silva. I'm not 100% sure why Darren would even go in on this pit on this one. He managed to, it had to have been a tire change. He must have flat spotted him because, wow. Him and Clay, you don't get much closer without being involved. Next week at North Wilkesboro, we'll get to make a lot of Days of Thunder quotes as they go short tracking. There will be comments about not getting slammed. He just rubbed you. Blake Viken has the lead for the first time tonight. Pace car is in. Blake leads him down. Green flag in the air. Pudge right behind him. Paulo Anacito has made his way up into third. Now Clay in fourth. Lance in fifth. Jeremy Edwards in sixth. Jacob Morgan in seventh. Pudge looking to the high side. He wants the lead. Oh, we're wrecking out of two. A big stack up, but they are all coming back up on track. No caution. What a save. Several drivers like DP Riggins are going to have a lot of ground to make up. Holy cow, what a save. Blake Viken has managed to hold Pudge off so far. Pudge, no help up on the high side. But here comes the Superflow car. Clay Kirchenbauer closing in on the top three. Richie Joplin in fifth place has some lap car help and some help from behind. They're 3 wide in the middle of the pack down the back straightaway. These guys have not learned anything yet. They're going for it every single lap, and we're at halfway. And what a run these guys get. Jeremy Edwards just set the fastest lap of the race, 42.2. Now let's see what kind of speed he gets this time down the back. Jeremy's sitting in about the perfect position, right in a vacuum. Oh, we've got one around. Clay is around. Caution is out. Holy crap. Darren Silva also involved. Darren just gets loose off 4 and disconnects his bumper. Take another look at Darren, then we're going to look. He just gets loose. I think he kissed the wall off turn 4, hits that inside wall and goes around. Back up the replay just a little bit here, camera guy. There we go. One thing you cannot do is Clay was already loose getting into 3, gets a little bit of a bump from behind. You can bump draft in these cars on the straightaway, but absolutely don't bump draft in the turns. The 3 car also involved again. Matt Booth also gets caught in it. And somehow or another, Jeff Sheldon. Oh, Matt Booth tried to thread the needle there. I do believe Jeff Sheldon has been involved in every on-track incident tonight here at Daytona and at every single dirt track in the country. He has not been able to avoid anything. Getting word we should check out Justin Swafford's in-car, so Swafford hanging out at the back behind Jacob Morgan outside the top 10. Has a run on Morgan through 1 and 2. A lap car just ahead. The car bouncing like crazy. And these cars get such a good run off the turns, especially with a little bit of draft. There goes the wreck just in front. Justin Swafford just picked a line and drove right through it. Harry Hogg whispering in his ear. Swafford, you couldn't do that again in a million years, buddy. But a great, great save. Aaron, it was actually 4. Robbie Allers also appears he might be in trouble here tonight, and he is definitely right. He got caught in everything. A couple of times it looked like Allers was going to get himself back on the lead lap. Does appear he is possibly out of the race. Allers and Jeff Sheldon could not avoid anything. There was probably a wreck 2 weeks ago that they got caught in tonight. You really see with the class of drivers that they have out here, you really see just how difficult these cars are to drive, especially around the legacy version of this track where it is so bumpy, bordering on bumpier than Auto Club. Hey David, good evening buddy, how's it going? David, you just missed out on Clay getting caught in a big one. And before that, completely avoiding by like millimeters. Pace car about to drop in. Pace car is in. Lap car to the inside is Richie Joplin. Green is in the air. Pudge leads him down. Richie trying to fight his way back to the lead lap on the inside. Doesn't have any help, and holy cow, they're trying to get 3 wide at the back of the pack before they get to turn 1. Richie sliding in behind Pudge. Richie on the bottom, he's got some help going back for the lead. But it is Paulo Anacito pushing to the front. Richie has himself in position to get back to the lead lap, but Patrick Pieper pushed in there. Pieper to the lead. Russell, you are also one that had a very interesting run tonight, buddy, and I'm just glad you're okay, Russell. Pudge jumps up to the high side, help from Edwards to the lead. Richie doing everything he can to keep his nose out in front of Pudge in case another caution comes out. Oh, Richie gets a bump from Pieper. He holds on to it. There's a little squirreliness back behind. Edmund Jones kisses the wall but holds on to it. Russell said he has a hard head inside that helmet. That's keeping him in good shape. After that bump, though, Richie dropping back. He's going to have to get a big push to get back up here. Pieper still giving him a hand. Pudge out front. Newbie, despite being involved in multiple cautions, has got himself back up into ninth. Oh, we've got a Paulo Anacito. Caution is back out. And again, off turn 4, bang into the outside wall. Two cars involved. Mike Brown gets caught up in this one. Both of them get rolling, did not hit anything. And Richie was behind the leader when the caution comes out. Joshua Friel now up into 4th, DP back to 5th, Edmund Jones in 6th, Newbie 7th, Whipple 8th, Swafford 9th, Beacon in 10th. And there's a problem under caution. Aaron Brill, Jeremy Baker, and Lonnie Roberts all involved. Oh. Aaron has to check up when he catches the pace car, clips a car, and then a chain reaction as everybody tries to avoid it. These cars are not easy to get rolling again on the banking either. Pudge is on pit road. Edmund Jones is in. Newbie, Benjamin Coleman, Jeffrey Goodpaster, Jeff Sheldon, Clay Kirchenbauer, Jeremy Baker, Darren Silva, Lonnie Roberts, Aaron Brill, Mike Brown, all on pit road. I may need an oxygen bottle before this one is over, folks. And I do believe Jeremy Edwards has some right front damage. I do believe just about every car out here has gotten at least a little damage, some more than others. Keep a close eye on that car. Darren Silva, he has been sneaking his way through the field all night. If he doesn't get caught up in a mess, he is flying through the field. Most everybody expected problems in turn one. You see that patch right there that they're driving over. It upsets the car. It's got a bit of a dip in it. But the biggest problem has been the car pushing off turn 4. We've seen it bite a lot of drivers here tonight. Pace car gets ready to drop back in. Jeremy Edwards back in the lead. Edmund Jones appears to be out of the race. Brian Hewitt is the only lap down car at this point. Looks like Richie Joplin did get back on the lead lap, currently in 22nd. Pace car drops in, Edwards leads him down. Green flag back in the air. Two leaders drop down to the bottom momentarily, move back to the high side, trying to get any draft, any help, anywhere they can, and break the cars up behind them. Keeper and Edwards have an opportunity here to break away. It gets a little sketchy off turn 2. Justin Swafford starting to make his way forward again. Tyler Ott up 20 spots now into 8th. But Joshua Friel, the biggest mover of the night, up 24 into 3rd. Newcomer Benjamin Coleman sitting at 14th, still has within the draft of the pack ahead. Clay Kirchenbauer now at 15th, Darren Silva 16th, Pudge in 17th. Benjamin Coleman, Clay Kirchenbauer, Darren Silva, Pudge, all on fresh tires as they get 3 wide just ahead. And would you look at this, Ryan McDaniel now up into 13th, up 17 spots. Pieper goes to the lead for the first time. One thing you can definitely say about these cars, there is action everywhere. As Edwards has a run up top. Caution! Looks like possibly Jarrett Woodard involved. Oh, Richie Joplin is caught in it. Woodard, Ryan McDaniel gets caught in it. And a big pack comes from behind with nowhere to go. Matt Booth getting caught again. Another one who has had zero luck tonight. What a save by Newbie in the 3. And just when McDaniel was starting to make his way forward, watch the ride Ryan McDaniel goes for. Nowhere to go, splits the middle, gets down, and another car comes and collects him. Jeff Sheldon is caught in it again. Oh, Jeff Sheldon just has so much momentum, he runs into the car ahead. It's a good thing they do not charge for incident points. Jeremy Edwards still has the lead, and it looks like Brian Hewitt is getting waved around. He's getting one of his laps back. Edmund Jones out. Brian Hewitt's going to pick up a position before it's all said and done. "30 laps to go here." Patrick Pieper has made his way up to second place after starting in 16th. Let's see if we can talk to him. Hey, Patrick, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, how's it going, Doug?
Hey, good, man. Big move to the front here, but quite a bit of chaos out there.
Yeah, no, it's really chaotic behind me, and it was a little chaotic earlier in the race because these cars are definitely a handful. So, but yeah, I mean, luckily I've been staying, like I said, up front, and everything's been going on behind me. So hopefully just keep it clean the rest of the way.
30 more laps to go. Do you think you get a long green flag run, and how does the strategy play out? You've been out there for a while.
Yeah, I've got 12 laps on fuel, so I'm banking on another yellow, and once I get that yellow, hopefully it'll put me in the window to be good the rest of the way, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, man, good luck. It's been wild, but you managed to get yourself back up into the podium spot.
Thank you.
Patrick Pieper currently in second. Swafford back to third. DP in fourth. Blake Veakin. I am so sorry, Blake. I forgot. It is Blakey Poo Snickerdoodle Boo Boo. Lights are out on the pace car. Matt Booth will start on the inside, try and get his lap back. Nobody a lap down has been able to race their way back into the lead lap tonight. The closest has been Richie Joplin. Could Matt be the first? Carl, I definitely agree, buddy. Hey, thank you for tuning in tonight, Carl. Have a great night, buddy. All right, pace car about to drop back in. Pace car is in. Jeremy Edwards fires their away. Green back in the air. Still 25 cars on the lead lap. Justin Swafford makes a quick move to the bottom for second place. Spawnberg has had a problem behind. No caution. Oh, Lance has to check up for cars in front of him. Gets a bump from behind. And wow, what a lick. Out of turn 4, they are coming down. Edwards has the nose ahead. Can Pieper get there? At the line, it's Edwards for the moment. Viken trying to make his way forward. Newbie underneath. Tyler Ott has now made his way to 7th. Joshua Friel in 8th. Tyler up 21 spots. Joshua up 19th. Pieper has the nose ahead through 3 and 4. Three wide off the turn. And one car blinking back behind. Looks like it's Darren Silva. Darren's starting to make his way up into 11th place, but that blink is a huge problem for 2 reasons. The other drivers can't see him. And when he disappears, the physics don't recognize the car being there, so the cars around him don't get any draft off of him. Darren Silva has gone to pit road. That blink got really bad. Aaron, I don't want to think about it. I just don't want to think about how long ago it's been. I watched the 87 Daytona 500. Jeff Sheldon has had a problem again. No caution yet. 25 laps to go. Oh, Sheldon gets the wall off 2. Go, Jeff. Hold on. Oh. I honestly thought Jeff had that saved for a moment. Lead pack starting to caution is out. Looks like Pudge was involved. Oh, 3 cars wrecking right in front of him. Looks like Ryan McDaniel and several others get caught up here. Oh, we got a car loose off 4. He clips Pudge. Comes down, clicks McDaniel and the 99. And that is Benjamin Coleman in the 4 car. The rookie. Justin Swafford back into the lead. We are likely to see final stops here. Everybody can go the distance on fuel from this point. Even under green flag conditions, everybody can make it from here. Looks like Justin Swafford is going to bring the field down to pit road. Likely the final stop of the night. And it looks like everybody's coming in. Matt Booth staying out to get waved around. Looks like Brian Hewitt is going to stay out to get another one of his laps back as well. Everybody else is on pit road. And Blake Veakin gets off pit road first. Let's see if we can get a quick word. Hey, Blakey Poo, Snickerdoodle Boo Boo.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy. It's been a wild one, but you've been in the top 10 pretty much all night, in the top 5 quite often, and obviously back in the lead here, but now you're going to have a whole lot of cars charging. Can you make that car as wide as the backstretch?
Hopefully I can, but, I'm too young for these cars, so I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
I'm mildly offended by that phrasing, but it has been a wild one. How have you been adjusting to these ancient cars?
Just clenching the butt cheeks and praying I don't wreck.
Well, it's paying off so far. Man, it's been a great, great race so far. Obviously, it's gotten a little bit wild out there. Now you got Richie Joplin on your back bumper. It looks like a lot of tire strategy being played here.
Yeah, I took no tires, just fuel. I don't think tires are going to be worth it.
Well, man, I hope it works out. If it stays green, can you go the distance from here?
I definitely can.
Well, we'll see how this plays out, man. Good luck. A great run so far, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Blake Veakin, no fuel, saved for Richie Joplin and Aaron Brill. But also Lonnie Roberts in 7th place. But it looks like everybody else got 4 tires. Now we'll see, is Blake right? Will tires not play a factor here? These old cars, I think somebody with fresher tires is going to come up. Richie Joplin, who fought his way back to the lead lap, now in 2nd place. Looks like he's practicing bum drafting with Blake. Remember, a couple seasons ago, when they were in the trucks, Richie Joplin got his first Nowski win at Talladega backwards. Could we have a repeat of that here tonight? Have a good night, Tina. All right, here we go. They can all go the distance from here. Less than 20 to go. Pace car is in. Green is back in the air. 20 to go at the line. Richie already looking to the high side. He's got some drafting help. Veakin moves up to block. Oh, Aaron Brill, who's up to third, was loose off turn 2. Justin Swafford now leads that high line. Got Patrick Pieper and Jeremy Edwards helping out. Richie gets a little bump and goes up the track. Down toward turn 1, they're spread out 3 wide in places. Swafford gets the nose ahead. He's going to go back to the lead with help from Pieper. Viken leading that inside line, but that outside line just has all the momentum now. You're looking at the speeds on Justin Swafford down the front straightaway because we're about to show you a huge, huge difference. Down the back straightaway, we've seen guys mid-pack hitting 220 plus. But out front, they do not have all the speed. Jeremy Edwards up on the high side, 211. Cars back behind, 220 at the end of the stretch. Holy cow, Swafford's out of shape out of 4. Imagine hanging on to a car going sideways at 200 miles an hour. Clay Kirchenbauer in 8th place. Now watch his speed as he comes out of the turn and down the backstretch. Oh, we've got him wrecking on the backstretch. Clay at 2:15. He was already faster than the leader. Caution is out. Joshua Friel, Richie Joplin involved. Oh, looks like Richie got a little bit of a bump from behind and chaos began. Friel almost, oh wow. Let's see if we can figure out who that was up in the air. Paulo Anacito involved in this one. That was the 24 of Jacob Morgan. No, that's... We had more than one car in the air on this one. The 72 is the one that went for a little bit of flight training here. Paulo Anacito. See if we can take a look at it from the spotter stand. Paulo just gets a bump from behind. The wind catches underneath. Wow. And a lot of drivers mid-pack involved in that incident on pit road, including Paulo Anacito. Once Paulo rolls off pit road, we'll check and make sure he is okay. He's rolling. Here we go. Hey, Paulo, it's Doug. You got me?
What's going on, Doug?
Hey, didn't know you'd recently got your pilot's license.
Yeah, it's been an interesting race. Good times.
Yeah, you were in the air there for a good long bit, but managed to land the car on all fours and keep going. You're still on the lead lap. Can you come back through this field?
I had one quick repair left, so well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. This has been pretty crazy.
You know, you and McDaniel, the only two Buicks in the field here. This is going to be interesting if you two have been trying to work together.
We're the only two? Man, that's sad. No, I didn't even know that.
Well, the third one was Edmund, but he's out. So yeah, just the two of you left.
10-4. No, man, I'm just gonna. Oh crap! I'm just gonna see what happens here. Got a few laps left.
Well, man,
back to front, hopefully.
Hopefully you can make it back to front here, buddy. That was a wild ride, and I'm really glad you're okay after that one.
10-4, buddy. All good.
Paulo Anacito is going to try and go back to front here. He'll be restarting in 20th. Wow, what a ride Paulo had. I mean, we've seen a few wild rides tonight. I'm betting they're going to make some reels before the week's out. Just a hunch. What's funny about these cars is they only have 650 horsepower. However, they get up to speed and unrestricted. They just keep building speed. But very, very little downforce, and you see that rear spoiler just practically laid down. This was back in the days where drivers and crew chiefs were rigging up systems to make the spoiler go flat on the back straightaway during qualifying. Definitely some interesting innovations back in the 80s. Here we go, pace car about to drop in. Justin Swafford gonna lead him down. Oh, they're wrecking before the green! Caution is already back out. What the crap? Let's see. Colby Whipple involved in this. What in the world happened here? Looked like somebody just did not get going. Whipple gets a bump. Looks like Pudge may have been in trouble on this one as well. Newbie caught up in it. Whipple caught up in it. Pudge gets a piece of it. Pudge blinks out for a minute. Goodpaster involved in it. Woodard. Benjamin Coleman. Kevin, that is definitely a word for it, buddy. Jarrett Woodard ends up in the outside wall. Jeremy Baker gets caught up in it. Baker not actually involved. He just has to come to a complete stop. Lonnie, what the? Oh, mercy. Brian Hewitt. Brian Hewitt he's got Ryan McDaniel luck this season. Wow. Poor Brian. Well, okay. So they're going to stack back up for the restart. Swafford, Edwards, Pieper, Ott, and Brill, the top five. Hey, let's see if we can get a word with Aaron. Hey, Aaron, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir, Doug.
Hey, how was the view in your mirror on the restart?
I kind of looked back and I was like, oh, well, something's going to happen. And then all of a sudden they started wrecking in front of me. So kind of stuck in the middle there.
Well, you managed to make it through pretty much unscathed and still up here in the top 5. Obviously, you've had a bit of a rough night, but managing to fight your way back here.
Yes, sir. Just playing follow the leader right now. Hopefully we can run these last 9 laps clean and get this thing over because I got to use the restroom.
Buddy, don't we all? Oh, man, you've got yourself back in the top 5. Hopefully you get a great finish here. Good luck, man.
Thanks, sir.
And bro just said what we were all thinking. Oh, my goodness. I'm betting these drivers give each other a little bit more room on this restart. What do you want to bet? The lights are out. We're getting 1 to green. Kevin, I actually think the short tracks will be pretty awesome. These cars can take a lot of banging, which I'm sure some guys will overdo. They do have I feel kind of bad for the admins. There is a new policy in place. There is a 20-point penalty for anybody that could have avoided an incident but didn't. It's basically, I'm trying to think of how to phrase this, but so the admins will have to go back through and watch the races. Now, if they follow through with that on this race, the admins are going to be awfully busy tomorrow. But it is Daytona, very difficult to avoid the chaos. I imagine the 20-point penalties will start next week, would be my hunch. Pace car is in. Quickly, back to green, 10 to go at the line. They can't move to the inside until they cross the start-finish line. That's why all the outside line is getting as close to the wall as possible on these restarts. Swafford and Edwards, nose to tail. How many times have we seen that over the last few seasons? Pieper in third. We've got guys going 3 wide. Ryan McDaniel has crashed. No caution yet. Wow. McDaniel managing to keep it off the racing surface. Gets it rolling. They do not throw the caution on this one. Swafford in the lead, but Edwards manages to get the nose underneath. Clay Kirchenbauer on the move toward the front. Kirchenbauer now back up into third. Where the heck did he come from? He did say during pre-race he loves these cars. That's his kind of driving. Another driver trying to fight his way back to the front. Pudge currently right behind Jacob Morgan and Brandon Newby. Newby now back up into 10th. Tyler Ott now up into 8th. Lonnie Roberts, wow. Lonnie up 20 spots into 6th. Mike Brown still in this fight in 5th. Excuse me. Bud just cracked back into the top 10. Newby's in the wall. Everybody gets by clean this time. Holy cow, Pieper and Edwards are door banging at 200. Pieper's in the wall. He saves it. Mike Brown, man, holy cow. Lonnie Roberts comes up the track just as Mike Brown has to avoid it. Lonnie getting a huge push. Oh, Richie clipped the apron, got a little loose. McDaniel on the bottom. They almost get into him. Meanwhile, Clay Kirchenbauer goes to the lead for the first time tonight. The top 3 continue, the top 4 continue to battle. Lonnie Roberts in 5th, reeling him in. Richie Joplin in 6th, and it's on like crazy behind as Joshua Friel has had a problem. Friel off 4, gets the wall. How many times have we said that tonight? The top 3 nose to tail. Pieper trying to close the gap. Richie Joplin gaining ground. He's getting ready to push him. There's an incident behind. Viken has had a problem. 5 to go. Oh, Viken tried to shoot under Newby. Blake was trying the pass in the grass move, but holy crap, Blake saves it. Never in a million years will that one happen again. Jeremy Edwards has had a problem. Lonnie Roberts and Jacob Morgan as well. Oh, Edwards. Ow! Lonnie's in the air. Caution is out. Kirchenbauer's in the wall. Clay had fought his way to the lead. Richie giving him a little ball. No, Richie gets into the right rear. Clay up in the air, goes for a tumble. Manages to land it on all fours, going the right direction. And folks, with old school racing, I don't know that there is a green-white checkered. We could end up finishing under caution. Or we could get a one-lap sprint to the finish. We'll know here in another lap or so if we're going to get a green-white checkered finish. Hudge has made his way back up into 6th. Tyler Ott now up to 7th. Whipple in 8th. Pieper in 9th. Newby in 10th. And Richie Joplin currently scored as the leader. Richie missing his spoiler and rear bumper. That car will definitely be a handful. But if he can hold on to it on the straightaway, he'll be unstoppable. We're about to find out if a green-white checkered is going to happen here. Two laps to go. There will not be a green-white checkered finish. Richie Joplin is going to win this race. Justin Swafford will come home second, DP in third. Next time by, they'll get 1 to green, but they'll also get the white flag, which means we're going to finish under caution. Well, let's talk to some drivers. Hey, DP, it's Doug. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you. How's it going?
Hey, man, good. Well, first off, the important question, do you have enough fuel to finish the 2 laps?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Well, so you're going to get third here tonight. Finishing under caution, and I do believe this is the first time a Nowski race has ever finished under caution. You're going to finish with third place, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was quite fortunate to be able to come back after what happened there before that last restart, but just glad it wasn't worse.
It did get a bit wild on that restart, I have to admit. It just looked like an accordion effect as guys were trying to get back on the throttle.
Oh, yeah. These cars are quite a handful, and so dealing with the amount of cautions that we've dealt with tonight, everybody's, I'm assuming, anxiety's up, ready to go, so first race back, maybe we'll get everybody settled in and come back next week with a good one.
Well, next week, North Wilkesboro is always a good one. Man, congratulations. What a way to start your season, buddy.
Thank you.
Justin Swafford's going to come home in second. And Swafsky, first race of the season, you come home in second place, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And I do believe, you've been around a while, but correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first time a Nowski race has ever finished under caution.
Yeah, I believe so. With there not being any green-white checkers, I want to say this is the first time we've ever actually done this.
It is a bit peculiar, but man, it's kind of cool. We get to interview you as you pace. You had a back and forth kind of night, but managed to stay up there and be here when it was relevant.
Yeah, that was the plan. I wish it would have been white flag coming to it for that, but we'll have to see what scoring does, because I'm not sure this thing is quite over with. It says I'm second, but we'll see what happens after.
Well, man, it was a great race, a great way to start your season, and obviously you're one of the most consistent drivers out there. The points this season are definitely going to play into your hand.
Yeah, man, thanks for everyone for sticking around and watching this. Thanks for coming back, Doug. This is a lot of fun tonight.
Man, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Swafford comes home in second, and we're going to get Richie as he crosses the line. Richie, I have to say it, buddy. Your first Nowski win was backwards at Talladega, and now you finish this one with the win with no rear spoiler and no rear bumper under caution.
Yeah, but it's gave me a meatball flag, so I don't know how that's going to do. I don't know if it's going to DQ me or what. I don't know. Oh, gosh, now I'm getting spun out.
That newbie. I think you'll be good to go. I think you're actually going to be good to go on the meatball, man. Congratulations. That, honestly, had that gone back to green, nobody could have passed you on a straightaway.
I think what helped me was pitting and getting tires.
Yeah, you did pit about 15 laps ago and get fresh tires, and that seems to have paid off here.
Yeah. I think it's going to DQ me. I don't know if I won this fairly or not. but I want to look at the replay. Clay went and threw the block on me, and I wasn't lifting. So I don't know how they're going to call that in our new rules. So I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm glad I won.
Oh man, even if it gets stripped, that was an awesome finish. And buddy, great way to start the season. Congratulations, Richie.
Thank you.
This may end up being a controversial finish, but man, the first race of the 87s was definitely one heck of a show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. This was so much fun. Next week we're back at North Wilkesboro, so that is going to be an awesome, fun race. And you guys, don't forget to come back Sunday morning. GT3 NSS is here. Plus, we've got we're probably going to have some other streams throughout the weekend. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Have a great night.